friends, welcome to my channel. Before I say anything, let me just say that this eye look was not created with this collection. This is just the eye makeup that I already have on from what I did today. And I was so excited that I got this collection in the mail today that I just wanted to sit down and immediately start filming, and so I haven't taken off the makeup I've worn yet. But anyways, for those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin, and I like to film eyeshadow palette ranking and review videos, as well as the occasional other beauty content sprinkled in. So if any of those things sound interesting to you, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button, because I post 2 videos every single week. Although this week I think I will be posting more than 2. We will see, time permitting. But anyways, for those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And here we go. Okay, I got the Kaleidos Night of Creation palette, and I did purchase the PR packaging because I just thought this was such a cool concept. I have no idea where I'm gonna put this or what I'm gonna do with it, but I just thought it was so cool. So anyways, I bought it. But anyways, I said but anyways like 12 times. So this is the Night of Creation collection from Kaleidos Makeup. If you were unfamiliar, this is their most recent launch. So if you want to see me demo a look using some of these products, probably not all, and just talking through my experience with purchasing these items, then go ahead and keep on watching. They're sitting in this like velvet lined box. So they launched 6 liners and 2 quads with this collection. They launched 6 liners, and they are multi-chrome liners, and 2 quads. So let's pull out the quads. These quads are like fuzzy packaging. They feel really nice. This is the Flowing Haze quad, and let me take the these are, oh no, I just dug my nail into it. Whoopsies. Well, so much for that. I didn't actually take like product pictures of these yet because I was so excited to film. So anyways, that's what the Flowing Haze quad looks like. This is really nice quality packaging. Like I didn't buy the other quads from Kaleidos, so I didn't realize how like high quality and like luxe this packaging feels like. But anyways, that's the Flowing Haze quad. This is the Glowing Iris quad. I will say this is my favorite of the 2. Oh, and I don't even have any lip products on. I was just like, this arrived, I want to film with it. But anyways, those are the 2 quads. I should be telling you prices, shouldn't I? So Kaleidos is a brand located in China. Like they distribute out of China. They're a Chinese owned makeup brand, and I absolutely love them. I'm just trying to fluff this up while I pull up their website, even though I could cut all of this out in editing. But I particularly love their Futurism palettes. I store them right here. They look perfect with my Little Mermaid. Well, she's not the Little Mermaid, she's just a Little Mermaid, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, but yeah, so I should not film after work, if we're being honest. I just got a little too much going on, I think, to successfully film after work. Okay, I've pulled up the Kaleidos website, so let me talk through these products again. Sorry if this is all over the place, but the Flowing Haze quad is $22. It is a cruelty-free and vegan product. It is distributed out of Shanghai PRC, and it is made in the PRC. There's a 12-month open container, and ingredients are not listed on here. They're probably on the boxes. Yeah, I have the box packaging. Hold on. So yeah, so that's the information on the palette. Looking at the liners, which I was going to pull up these liners right now, but they are the Epiphany Glow Melt On Liner. They include, I don't see, on this particular one, I don't see talc or mica. I'm not going to check all of them, but they're also vegan and cruelty-free. Again, made and distributed out of the PRC. The liners have a 6-month open container. Just something to note there. And then I did pull up the liners so that I can read, and I'm sorry, I keep playing with my hair and I know that's annoying, but I'm going to pull up the liners so I can read what the description of like the shifts are, because they are multi-chrome or duochrome liners. So this particular one is tourmaline. I'm going to swatch these on the back of my hand. And tourmaline is described as a radiant spectrum multi-chrome gel liner with a color shift across peach, champagne, lemon lime, mint, and green. Now, as we've talked about a lot in my videos lately where we're looking at multi-chromes, we are probably not going to see the shift very much on camera. I see a shift between like gold, yellow, green to pink. So I do see that. So that's fair. Okay. I'm seeing the shifts they're talking about. Next up is Solaris. Solaris is described as a radiant spectrum multi-chrome gel eyeliner with a color shift across metallic red, sienna, orange, bronze, lime green, olive green. Yeah, I see it go from green. This one's, I can see where they're saying like this one's red and this one's peach, but they do both like flip to green. So so far I'm seeing the shifts they're describing. I don't know that I see as many shifts as they're describing, but I see the general like red to green to yellow, or like the peach to yellow to green. Like I kind of see that. Oh, Night of Creation. Okay. The like namesake for the whole collection. So this one is a color shift across ultramarine, violet, dark, plum. I don't know that I really see the shifts on that one. Kind of. I can see it go like a magenta-y pinky shade to like a blue purple. So I do see shifts. I don't know that I see, again, all of the shifts that are being described, but I do have really bright lighting. So likely in lower lighting, I would see more of that. And 7 C's. Okay, this one has a shift across custard, lime, grass green, turquoise, lake blue. Ooh, this one is pretty. I can definitely see the yellow to green to like a very beautiful like teal sparkly blue. That is stunning. I like that one a lot. Next up is Limelight, which is a shift across grass green, forest green, turquoise, lake blue, dark blue. I feel like this is going to be kind of similar to the last one. Those two are kind of similar. The one that we just did, not Limelight, but 7 C's goes like more like lime green, and this one's more of like a, I think this is what they're describing as like a grass green or maybe a forest green. So I do see a difference, but they're relatively similar. Oh, and I didn't mention, each of the liners are $16, and the packaging on these is super luxe as well. Like it is very nice. Sea Sparkle is the last one we'll be swatching, and this one is Silver Icy Blue Denim Blue. That is really pretty. It just seems like a really bright metallic blue. I mean, I see where it gets like icy and it goes to a darker blue. If you tilt it like this way towards me, I can see the silver. Yeah, ooh, I'm seeing the shifts when I tilt it towards myself in the dark to like, okay, you're not gonna be able to see these because I have too much light on them, but let me just turn. Yeah, definitely see shifts in all of them. So yeah, those are the products. I'm not gonna swatch the palettes, and yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and take off this makeup, and then I'll come back and do a look with these products. Okay, so now you can see why I didn't film the intro looking like this. So I have primed my lids with the About Face Beauty Shadow Fix Primer. Kaleidos did send me their eye primer. I've never tried that though, so I didn't want my first impressions to be like overshadowed by like also trying an eyeshadow primer at the same time. So I will be testing that out, but I'm going to continue to use my About Face one. I also like to, with like eyeshadow primers, I don't like to have too many like open at one time. Like I want to try and finish it up and then I'll move on to the next one. But I'm glad I got that Kaleidos one, because if it's, I might try it more as like a cut crease, because I think that's a bit more of a pigmented eyeshadow base. But anyways, long story short, let's get into it. I am going to start with the shade in the, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which one's which, the Flowing Haze palette, this top light shade. The shade names are the same for both palettes, so it's, so like, oh my god. Okay, let me let that flip back. Okay, the shade names are the same for both palettes. So it goes Base, Radiate, Diffuse, Accentuate, and it's the same order on the other palette. I am going to try and use some shades from both palettes, but I'm not going to get too crazy on the eye look because I've seen Kaleidos, they're like makeup artists or people who are using the products that they've given in PR. They've been doing like really cool eye looks, like with a couple of the shades in the quads, and then utilizing the multi-chrome liners to like do a graphic liner look, and I really want to recreate that. I think what they've done so far is amazing. I have like 6 different options saved. I'm not going to recreate, or I'm not going to try to recreate any of those specifically, but I will at some point. And if you want to see me ever recreate looks, I tend to do that on my TikTok, which is Caitlin House Makeup. I also might start a series where I'm doing like a makeup diary, so if there's like a look where I'm recreating somebody else's look, I may include that in my look, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, starting with the shade Base from the, I literally cannot, Flowing Haze palette. And just putting that into my crease, and that is such a buttery, smooth matte. It's been a minute since I've bought a Kaleidos palette because I didn't buy their other quads. And what palette have I bought from them since then? Was Club Nebula the last one since before that? Or did Lunar Lavender come out? I can't remember. Those are the last 2 Kaleidos purchases I've made though, I think. So that is a stunning, like, cool toned, like, tan? Brown? I don't know. I shouldn't be allowed to describe colors. I'm so bad at it. And then don't worry, I will clean up my base makeup once this is all done. Okay, that is a very pigmented shade for what it is. Like for it being like a light transition-y shade. It's I guess, yeah, I mean, it's pigmented. I really want to go in with the base shade on the other one. So if that was, is this Flowing Haze? No, Glowing Iris. Oh my god, the struggle is real, you guys. Okay, so gonna take a slightly smaller fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M513. The first brush I was using is a blending crease brush from Sonia Kashuk. These are actually somewhat similar brush sizes, but I'll just be a little bit more precise in how I place this one. I think these palettes will pair really well with the Lunar Lavender palette, which is one of the Futurism palettes that I have from them, so I'm excited to try that out. I'm not usually a quad person, so I sort of debated these, but I am a purple eyeshadow person, so I didn't really debate these that hard. It was like, will I actually use these because they're a quad? And then I was like, well, they're stunning and beautiful, so I'm gonna buy them anyway. And I really wanted the multi-chrome gel liners, so yeah, it wasn't like a long debate by any means. And if you're wondering what I'm looking at, like, I have a mirror right in front of my face, and that's what I'm using to, like, make sure that I'm blending my eyeshadow. I unfortunately can't talk into the camera and blend my eyeshadow at the same time, so that's why I am looking down. I'm also not great with, like, staring at the camera. I just, like, want to, like, look at what I'm doing and like, expedite things as much as possible. Like, I'm looking at my brushes right now to figure out what brush I'm going to use next. So anyways, okay, so let's see. I'm going to take a flat, oh my god, I'm going to take a flat BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know. It's from like this hot pink collection. It says number 5 on it, but their brushes are numbered differently, so I don't think the numbers make a difference. Anyways, I'm going to go in with the shade Radiate from the Glowing Iris palette. And I'm going to spray that with Fix Plus. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. Really pretty. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely love this color. I really like that. So I'm gonna go back in with that Sonia Kashuk brush and just blend out kind of the edges of where that shimmer was. Okay, and I'm gonna flip to the other side of that BH Cosmetics brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Radiate of the other palette. What is that? Flowing Haze. I swear you're all watching this being like, oh my gosh, how many times does she have to read that before she remembers? That's a pretty shade too. I mean, to be honest, I could just leave this here and be perfectly happy, but I really want to try those multi-chrome liners. So yeah, so that's the gist of the eyeshadow portion of the look. I'm gonna go back into the other Radiate from the, okay, I'm testing myself, Glowing Iris. There we go. Okay, I had a 50-50 shot of being right on that. And then I'm going to go back in with the shade Base from the Glowing Iris palette. Just gonna use that to put that shade back on. We lost it a little bit when we put that shimmer down, so I'm just putting that back on the outer corner. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. I absolutely adore these color stories. I want to just do like smoky eyes with both of the, like I want to do everything with these two quads. So I'm really enjoying these so far. I want to go in with one of these green ones. We'll do Limelight. Let's just go for that. What is this one? Sea Sparkle? Or do I want to do, I think I want to go with the peach one, which was the first one we did, which is Tourmaline. And then let's just do Night of Creation also. 3 that I'm going to use, which feels appropriate. I've used half of the shadows, and I'll use half of the gel liners. Okay, so what I want to do is take Night of Creation, which is I think going to be the darkest one. I'm just going to use one of the quads here so I can get up close and personal, and hopefully I'm not blocking this. Actually, before I do that, let me pack on, I need a less fluffy brush to actually get this base shade to stay. Yeah, I needed a, oh my gosh, look at that pigment on that when I used a like more densely packed brush. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we're gonna take this shade Night of Creation. I'm creating a wing with this, but I'm not taking it all the way in. I'm taking it about halfway, and I'm bringing it out a little bit of a ways because I want to do a graphic look with this, so I kind of want this to be like all the way out. Like I want it past the purple. So there, like that would be pretty on its own. Oh my gosh, this I'm really enjoying this. I think I was kind of torn on with if I would like this or not. And I'm totally blocking my eyeball right now because I'm trying to do this liner. I was a little bit torn on whether I'd like this. Like I said, I don't love quads. So I was a little bit like, I don't know. I was a little bit hesitant, but like I said, I love purple. So I was like, let's just do it. But that is so pretty. I love that. Okay. Even if you don't see the, like you can, this reminds me of the shade Trance from the Lightwork Volume 4 palette from Danessa Myricks. This is very similar to the shade Trance. So if you have that palette, you may be able to recreate like a liner look using those shades. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with Limelight. Or, yeah, I'm going to go in with Limelight. And I'm just going to connect where the edge of that one, of that last shade we used. What is that, Night of Creation? And I'm just going to run that like that. I didn't do the best, like, job of shaping this. That's better. So yeah, that's what that looks like. This is so fun. I'm absolutely loving every minute of this. Now I get to try and recreate that on the other side. Also, I saw a really cool video from Donnie Davy, well, it was Donnie Davy and one of the other, like, people from Half Magic Beauty, where they were talking about doing asymmetrical eye looks. And I think that's really interesting, because they were just talking about how it takes the pressure off of you to, like, perfectly match your eyeliner, which is what keeps a lot of people from trying those looks. So anyways, I just thought that was interesting. And you should check it out. I think it was a live video on the Half Magic Instagram. So you should be able to find it there. Don't know if I really made those the most even, but oh well. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with the, oh, you know what? I should have taken this. I wanted this across the lid too. So see, I took this about halfway and then add this a little bit more. I just kind of want to match this shade to where, oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with this. I'm having just the best time right now. No. Okay, so that broke a little bit. So these are very creamy. Be careful how hard you push. I don't know if we're capturing the shifts as much like on my lids, but like on camera, I don't know if you're all seeing it as much, but even if you're not, I just feel like these are really sparkly metallic and I think they're really pretty. I'm really liking it. Okay, so now I'm taking, what is the shade? Tourmaline? Tourmaline? And I'm going the rest of the distance. Oops, or trying to. I love everything about this. Hopefully none of you like are hating this and thinking this is the ugliest thing you've ever seen, because I am really feeling myself. I'm having the best time, which is really what makeup's all about, right? Just having fun. Using products that bring you joy. Okay. That's basically the look. I had fun with it. I don't know that like I would have used all three of these shades if I was just doing this on my own. I probably would have maybe gone for like a more cohesive look. I don't know. Like I said, go check out the Kaleidos Instagram, because the way that they've been doing it, 100% recreating one of those looks. I'm obsessed with it. Pretty similar to this, but they did it a little bit differently. But I also forgot to put tourmaline on the lash line. Okay, but anyways, go check out their Instagram, because whoever they've been sharing the way that the look that they did, it's stunning. Oh, this is pretty because it looks more peachy pinky on top of this lavender shimmer. So anyways, I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna do some lower lash line things, and then I'll come back, chat through what I did on the lower lash line, inner corner, etc., etc., and then give you my thoughts of my first impressions on this collection. Here is the finished look. I just took the base makeup that I had on earlier and touched it up. So I was using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Noctilucent highlighter palette in the shade Transient. I had the Melt Cosmetics Cream Blush Light in Honey Thief, and then bronzer is the Tarte, what is it called? Breezy Cream Bronzer in the shade Seychelles. And then on my lips, I have the Kaleidos Makeup Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Dune. So that's what I did on my face. Now in my waterline, I just used Night of Creation and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And then I took the two mattes that we used earlier, which were the two shades called Base in both of the quads, I should say. And I just smoked those on the lower lash line. And then I used the Transient highlighter from the Noctilucent palette with Blend Bunny. That's what's in my inner corner. So I just used the highlight that I was using. So anyways, let's chat through my thoughts. So let's start with the eyeliner. So I only used 3 of the 6. Let me grab the other 3. Okay, so I used these 3. These are the ones I used were Night of Creation, Limelight, and Tourmaline. The ones I didn't use were Sea Sparkle, 7 Seas, and Solaris. Now, one thing I really like about the packaging of these is that it kind of shows you like what the shifts are. So for example, Limelight, like you have this purple cap and it goes all the way to this like bright teal in the packaging. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, those are the shifts that I feel like are reflected the best. And then that's just kind of what I've noticed is it's like the shifts that you see in these shades are kind of what you get. And then like Night of Creation, I said, doesn't have as many shifts, but if you look at that packaging, like there is different shades in there, but they're all pretty close. So that's probably why it's not as noticeable, the shifts in that. But anyways, I thought that was a really cool touch that so like when you go to pull these out, you sort of know what you're getting into. Like I said, I haven't used these 3, so I can't really talk on them. I will say that I felt like 7Cs and Limelight were similar, and if you see, the packaging is like almost identical. So they do have pretty similar shifts. This is the part that you can see where it's different. Do you see where it says Kaleidos? One's lighter, one's darker. That's what I noticed, is that Limelight goes, oh no, that's 7Cs. I don't know. Anyways, that's the real difference with the packaging. But yeah, I felt like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just feel like they're pretty similar shifts. That's really what I'm getting at. So I don't know if you need all of these, but I am happy that I have all of them. So do with that what you want. They are a little bit pricey at $16 a pop, so if you got to make decisions, I would say those two are the most similar, and then Tourmaline and Solaris are kind of similar, but that they have a more noticeable difference, I feel like, than the other two. But anyways, those are the like two sets of two that I would say are the most similar. So if you're trying to figure out which ones to skip, I would pick like one or the other of those two. But if you can and want to get all of them, like I said, I'm happy I have all of them. And I do think there's a difference between them. It's just not quite as noticeable. So yeah, I obviously can't give my thoughts on like how these wear in the waterline because I've only had it on for like a whole 20 minutes. And then like, yeah, I just really can't speak to how these wear, the liners and really the eyeshadow. So that is something that you should definitely subscribe for if you haven't already, because I do like bi-monthly hauls where I talk about anything non-eyeshadow palette related, give my thoughts as I initially haul it, and then also follow up in like 2 months to give my thoughts on how, like, well, really it's supposed to be 1 month, but I'm a little bit behind on it. Like I think my July-August haul, I was supposed to follow up in September. Haven't done that yet. I have a whole August, September, because I do it like mid-month. So anyways, yeah, long story short, I have haul videos where you can see me talk about these liners a bit more. And then I do eyeshadow palette ranking videos where I kind of continuously each month rank palettes that I used in the month. So even if they're not new, just if I reach for them, I give my thoughts on those. And you can sort of see how my opinions on palettes evolve, or if I even bother to reach for them again. I feel like that in and of itself speaks to how much I like the palettes. So anyways, that being said, let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. I absolutely adore this packaging. It's so luxurious for $22. I know it's a quad, so $22 I guess for a quad is on the pricey end, but I don't know, it just feels like such good quality. I mean, I've already made a mess of them, but you get like a nice weighted mirror. The packaging can flip all the way back, so you can just hold it like this. Like, I just think this is really nice. Okay, this is the, is this the Flowing Haze? Yes, okay, this is a Flowing Haze quad. This shade is a multichrome, and it's a beautiful, like, kind of neutrally multichrome, and I really like it. The only other shade I've used is Base, but it was a really buttery matte, and I really, really enjoyed it. Again, can't speak to longevity, and what I mean by longevity with the eyeshadows in particular is there fading, is there creasing, is there fallout, is there transfer, like, is, you know, like, how do they perform over time? That's what I mean. So moving along to the Glowing Iris palette, again, I've only used the shades Radiate and Base, but this palette is absolutely stunning. I loved the shimmery shade in this palette, and yeah, I really like the matte too. I feel like the shade Base performed well. I basically covered it with my shimmer, or like the Night of Creation liner. But anyways, overall, I'm really happy with this collection. I'm super glad that I picked it up. Like I said earlier, wasn't sure if I wanted to, and I was kind of hesitant, and then I was like, let's just go for it. I love purples. But yeah, I'm really happy I picked these up. I think they're really nice. Let me know if you grabbed this collection in the comments down below. If you did, what did you grab? Did you grab everything? Did you grab some things, you know? If you didn't, let me know why. I just like chatting with you all in the comments. I like talking about it. Oh, I should mention, I'm wearing the Brit Pony from INH in my hair. That's what I've got going on here. But yeah, that's it for me. I will see you all next time. Bye!